Be prepared, for I am the bad guy. Be prepared for the king of Fangires. Hello, everyone. Welcome to, well, appropriately a Mother's Day episode of Kamen Rider Kiva.
What the hell?
Yeah. I'm Mike. That's Steve. We're here to discuss Kamen Rider Kiva episodes 37 through 40, where we finally get a full and proper introduction to the King.
As he shows up looking like a Japanese David Bowie.
Yeah, actually, you're not wrong. Like I swear, like he could do King Crimson. Wait, no, wrong one. Killer Queen bites the dust.
It was very. I'm like, well, it's like 86, so I'm like, yeah, no, that style is proper for the time. I will say the liner doesn't match his makeup though.
Yeah, no, that much is true. It's like, I mean, I do like the black leather motif, and I love how like the Zanvad sword like just hangs off his back by a chain.
Which I mean, not to get too forward into the review, but you know, the sword was to be claimed as one of the most powerful weapons ever, and he just kind of like, in a way, threw a tantrum and just left it. You know, he got kind of mad at Maya and just you know, like, oh, and that's it. You're just gonna leave it there, like that's all. Like, what if someone with plot armor walks in here and takes the sword?
Oh, absolutely. like a certain main character in 2008.
A certain main character who is literally going through a My Chemical Romance like phase as of right now, because oh my god.
When I was a young boy, my father took me to the city.
It would have been like, my mother abandoned me. I'm like, yeah, this is a head. Almost like, wow, we're proper for today of all days, you know, for these heavily mothered eccentric episodes.
Yeah, and like, yeah. So let's go into all of the 1986 stuff, because like not much happens here, but we'll go right into it. Freaking what's it called? Yuri's still mad about Maya hanging out with Otoya. She's throwing tantrums. Can't seem to land hits against freaking Rat Fangire, who, let's be honest, looks like a Crow Fangire. Looks more like a Crow Fangire.
Someone asked me that question like recently. It's like, is this a rat? Is it like, what is this? It's a crow, right? And I'm like, that's too obvious. I know we are doing the whole the hidden bird thing, but I mean, not to mention, if you listen, the Fangire is like saying like chi and chew. So I'm like, that's not what crows say. Well, I mean, it's like what the Japanese would assume a crow or a mouse would say. It's like when you hear the words chew, it's typically
a mouse
like
thing,
it's a mouse.
Yeah, like Pikachu.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, no, so like, no, I had to double check. Like, no, it's a rat.
Yeah,
it's a rat. So
it helps that there's 3 of them in the 2008 side of things.
Were there 3, or was it like a copy of just one?
It's hard to tell because towards the end of the episode there's like 7 of them. But the thing is, when I see 3 rats together, the first thing that comes to my mind is the Nutcracker. Because you got the Rat King, you know. But then I remembered, no, wait, the fairy tale thing is from Deno, not from Kiva. So it's like, if there was a rat imagined, like that could have worked. But see, like, as like, you know, the thing about the hidden bird motif is that it's supposed to be a hidden bird motif. But like this one, I feel like the crow, the hidden crow, quotation marks, hidden crow is just so, I know, Naruto reference. It's so out there that it kind of like overwhelms the not so hidden rat motif to the point that it looks more like a crow Fangire than it does a rat Fangire.
Yeah, that's why a friend of mine was asking me, "Is this a crow? Is this something?" Like, no, it's something else.
It's a rat.
I mean, I know that I don't think they've done like a single. Well, I might be wrong. I mean, I don't recall there ever have being an actual bird.
Yeah.
An actual like bird, because everything has been like,
Yeah, there's only 4 Fangire classes, which are like basically, if I put it into terms of O's forms, there's the Gatakiriba Fangire, there's the Saigorzo Fangire, which includes Ratorata, and there's the Shouta Fangire and the Burakawani Fangires.
Yeah, there's been no avians, no onks, no
there's no Tachidol Fangires.
Yeah.
This would be like the one exception, and only because the crow part just extremely overwhelms the rat part.
It's just there unless you're like, oh, the ears and the hidden Mickey reference.
Yeah, It's like here's the thing, like as I already mentioned, like this run through is my 3rd time watching Kiva all the way through, and the first 2 watch throughs, 2008, 2019, like both times, like I did not even notice crippling, because again, I did not notice the bird thing except for that very rare instance where there's blatantly a bird on a Checkmate 4 member. But yeah, no, it's like when I saw this Fangire, I only saw a rat. Like I did not notice it looking in any way like a crow, but it's like, but now that I know that there's a hidden bird motif, and because the crow is just so overwhelmingly on their face, it's just I can't unsee the crow to the point that like it doesn't even look like a rat anymore.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very
true. It's like when you watch a loop of the outro for Evangelion, and like you see what's her name like rotating clockwise. At the moment someone says she's rotating counterclockwise, it's like you can't unsee it. So like, oh, she's rotating counterclockwise now, but then you can no longer see her turning clockwise again, even though you're rotating in any direction.
Supposedly, I don't recall which episodes, but apparently they say that there's certain episodes where it's not Ray spinning, it's Asuka, or it's Kitsuragi, or
the dude's mom,
or the dude's mom, or the scientist, which I don't know. Spoilers for anyone who has never seen Evangelion. Ray and his mom are one and the same.
Yeah. Kind of makes episode 5 kind of awkward, doesn't it?
Yeah, I kind of even saw it. Someone said a long time ago, your old TV, adjusts the color and you're gonna see something you're not gonna want to see. When he first meets her.
Ooh.
And like that moment where she comes out of the shower, it's like pause right there, adjust the color to this, and you're gonna see something that you're not gonna like. And I did it, and then later on I realized what I saw, and I was like, oh no.
I'm scared to look into it now.
It pretty much was changing the colors, like usually you would adjust the colors to your TV, right?
Yeah, like change the tint and whatnot.
Yeah, change the tint and tone. Apparently, a certain code would actually revert her hair and her eyes to like his mom's eyes and hair color.
Ugh.
So it's like without you even knowing, wait, so she just looks like a normal girl. Yeah, but remember that when you keep watching and it's finally you see like my TV fucking up. It's like, no, that's his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's his actual mom. And that's Ray. And it's just like, oh. Although, have you seen that thing on TikTok where people have finally watched the end of Evangelion? Apparently they re-released it, and they actually have now realized what Shinji was doing when Asuka was laid out unconscious.
I mean, I kind of already knew.
I mean, we all knew, but apparently this whole generation of weebs have barely figured out what he has done. And some are applauding it, and some are trying to cancel it. I'm like, good luck trying to cancel something that has been obvious since God knows how old
since
is it?
The 90s.
Yeah, so almost 35, almost 40 years old. Good luck with that.
25. Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I mean, people have been trying to cancel Gone with the Wind, so.
Well, I mean,
yeah, but so can't unsee. Let's just discuss the two new Fangires just to get them out of the way. The first one is the Mantis Fangire. It's basically a Grim Reaper. It has.
I've not seen well, how is it pronounced? Is it Zeo?
Geo?
Kamen Rider Zeo? ZI/O?
That's Geo, yeah.
Geo, yeah. Yeah, but again, someone pointed out to me, like, does that not look like one of the corrupt riders, the Mantis Fangire? And I was like, who does it look like? Because I've never seen that one. Because of his horns, people have said, like, isn't that the corrupted Deno? And I'm like,
it does kind of look like.
I had to look. I had to look. I'm like, well,
the head a little bit.
Yeah. The whole
like if you're only going by like general shape of the head.
I know, and I said, there's no way this costume lasted until like 2000, like almost like 10 years later. There's no way.
Yeah, I remember being said somewhere that like the Kaijin suits would only have a lifespan of like 5 years, so like they could only reuse a suit on a show for 5 years. It's like after that, it's like either it gets destroyed or you have to put it up as a prop in the museum, like at Morphicon. But like if they want to use the same costume in the future after that 5-year period, they have to make a new one from scratch, basically.
I mean, good. I mean, I was like, well, by design, I mean, you could they got a design off of it, but I mean, I see it, but I'm not saying that's the same suit.
Yeah, all I know is that things are less difficult the second time around because you already know how it looks like the first time. But still, it's like work has to be put into it, and I imagine the stained glass designs kind of make it more difficult compared to the simplistic look that, say, the bad guys from Kamen Rider 01 would have, for example, where most of the suits are very blocky. The other Fangire only appears in episode 40 and 41. It's a Sea Moon Fangire, which is basically a jellyfish. So for the Mantis, it's it has an owl on its crotch. The Sea Moon Fangire has baby chicks, very generic bird chicks along its collar. That's basically it.
Yeah, they're playing. I kind of, well, again, you look for the bird motifs more on the head, like from the shoulders to the head. And in this, and especially with the Mantis one, that was like, oh, it's like a crotch plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's like here's some wisdom for you.
Yeah, always have protection downstairs.
Yeah. Neither of these two Fangire appear in 1986, so we don't have to talk about them too much. But 1986, we Yuri's fighting the Rat Fangire. She's doing a terrible job at it. She almost gets killed, and who's there to bail her out? Maya.
It's Maya. For some reason, it's Maya. For some reason.
Yeah.
Because I was again, and watching this with friends, they were like, wait, I thought they hated each other. Well, they don't even know each other technically at this point. They
just know that the other exists.
Yeah,
they never really had any interaction with each other.
Yeah, they never cross paths. They are aware. They are never like, oh, that's so and so. It's like, no,
Ricky had more screen time with Maya than Yuri did by this point.
Yeah. Although it's like at this point, the Rat Fangire was kind of mad at the Queen, which I thought like Well, that again, that's kind of like you got some stones on you, man, because you're talking to the queen, and it's just like, why are you protecting a blah blah? Like, it's your job, like that.
Because this human is interesting to me. My name has only 5 letters. The last person to try to write it only was able to write down 2 of them.
But it again, just saves her. Although Maya, I kind of feel like Maya, you do know that you have a time limit with Ixa, and yet you always forget because again, she bit the big one. Mm-hmm. She nearly died.
Wait, you mean Yuri, right?
Yeah, Yuri.
Yeah, I was like, wait, when did Maya use Ixa?
That's right.
I mean, it would be interesting, but it would also add.
I don't know if Maya would ever, but then again, how much Ixa gets passed around? Like seriously, no joke. But yeah, no, it's. I mean, even to the point that this is again the part where a lot of people and even my friends have asked me. So, what the deal is with Toya and Maya? I know that Otoya is like trying to make the violin and Maya was helping him, but now it seems more than that. Why? Because he tells Yuri, like she asks him, so who is this woman to you? Why haven't you introduced me? Blah blah blah. And he just kind of like nonchalantly, it's like, you know what? That's the writing right there. I don't know. I would assume like he would oh, Maya's nothing to me. It's only you. But it's slowly like.
But he never denies things either.
Yeah, he never denied things, which I'm like, well, there's nothing going on, but you're talking as if there is.
Yep.
It's like, wait a minute, Toya, Kazumi boy, what the fuck are you? What like? I'm defending your ass over here, and then next thing you know, you're like. You're making it seem like more so now Yuri is like really like concerned, like wait, we moved in together, we did this, you chased me for like more than 30 episodes, and I finally said yes. I finally threw away my furry loving lifestyle to settle down with some goofball who can play the violin. And yet now you're like two-timing me with some freaking would-be goth chick who shops at the discount rack at the Hot Topic.
And by the way, legs for days. Yeah. Like the way like she just stomps on Ratfan Guy's chest before she's like, it's like, listen here, bub.
Yeah. Again, like you said, I didn't notice when they go back to Maya with like these episodes were extremely leggy.
Yeah.
Did you not notice, like, certain way, like, obviously they blow the wind and all that. They were showing off her legs very much so in these 4 episodes. They're just like, yeah, we have a singer / model / actress, and she's really hot. Like there's like we're giving like some very nice leg shots here. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's and the thing is, I used to like think like up until this episode, I used to think that her dress was like a full dress, but no, there's a slit along the side, and like it's like in this episode where you actually notice it's like, you can totally kick while wearing that.
Yeah, it's like one of my friends was like, it's kind of like a dress poncho. I don't know, do those exist? I know ponchos exist. I don't know about a dress poncho.
It's like I've seen combat nuns before, but this is a little leggy. Even for like the nun sisters, like there's like 2 Digimon based off of nuns.
Yeah,
like a white one and a black one
that were introduced in Cyber Sleuth, the hacker. Yeah, I got those too.
Yeah, it's like for me, it was the gotcha game Digimon Heroes on mobile, and yeah, like basically, if you ever seen like the original manga that predated Hellsing, that was eventually scrapped and that was made into Hellsing.
Yeah. Well, it was also in the. I think it was also in the first 2 or 3 volumes of Hellsing, like towards the end. Like, this whole thing about like bounty hunter nuns and whatever, but
Yeah,
apparently the
yeah,
most dangerous.
because Yui and Heikel, like they weren't originally Anderson's apprentices. They were actually like they were supposed to be the main characters of the scrapped manga, just like Gorgeous Irene from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where it's supposed to be about two possibly lesbian, scantily clad nuns who fight vampires and Nazis.
Yeah, and that's because again, just we're going with the religious aspects in this whole thing, which
But boy, is Maya leggy.
Yeah, Maya is very, very lucky. Well, I mean, I've always said she's a beautiful woman. She's a very, and to this day, she's just wow. Although, a lot of dramas, I mean, again, a lot of people have it's gone off that Kiva is a very like meh show because of the romance dramas that are going on. But is that not what fuels this story, for crying out? We're just saying. Because not only is it with Maya and Yuri, especially with Otoya being a dumbass, but now have we spoken about 08 in the first and 37?
Not yet, but we'll get into it a bit later.
Yeah. Something happened. It finally happens at the end of this first episode that it's just like, you know what? You could now call this a fucking soap opera. I was waiting for the dramatic like zoom in to everyone. It's like, or for us Spanish, our telenovelas, just like with the dramatic music,
with the guitar,
Yeah. I was just like, well, there it is. There it is. And again, even with Maya, I think even with Yuri and Maya, it's like Yuri is like now on the hunt to find Maya and confront her about, hey, what's up with you and my man?
So like I wouldn't be surprised. Like this is very similar to William Shakespeare, and I wouldn't be surprised if because Shakespeare, like he had a wife named Anne Hathaway, not to be confused with Anne Hathaway, and he had this mysterious dark woman that he would also seemingly have an affair with. And now, and given how old Maya is, I wouldn't be surprised if this mysterious dark woman was just Maya having a bad hair day.
Well, I mean, even when she's even when like her condition in 08 still looks pretty good, but just drama everywhere.
Drama. And we finally see King's face, and he's like, see, here's the thing. I don't like you hanging out with humans. I'd kill you. But that would mean that I, in some weird way, love you, and I don't. So I'm going to keep you alive. Will this make sense? No, but
very douchebag thing to say. Like very, it's kind of like, I get the logic, it's kind of like the whole thing, like, oh, you hate me, don't you? I'm like, I don't have time to hate you. In fact, hating you would mean that you actually meant something to me.
Yeah.
I do not acknowledge your existence. I don't, but like, well, you are. I'm like, yes, because you're talking to me. Like, it's that whole like reverse psychology. Like, oh, if he killed her, that means he would love her. I don't know. I mean, by the actions, she is supposed to uphold the law of Fangires and humans not getting involved with each other, but then that's what she's doing. But
she's
it's
playing
like
with fire.
And it's like, so are we saying that Taiga is the king's child, for those who don't know? Because again, we know that, well, we'll get there. But it's like, why would killing her, if you really don't care about any other Fangires other than like your other pieces, right? The ones within your, why killing her? I mean, a king can make a queen. Is that, I mean, unless the queen is already like, the daughter of the king, which she becomes the queen. But I mean, typically, killing her wouldn't mean, you could find another queen.
Yeah, I mean, look,
at
you can
Louis the 13th.
In chess, you could promote a pawn into a queen.
Yeah, so I mean, look at Louis the 13th. That's to because I'm like, so what? I mean, I really don't see that you love her at all, King. I really don't. So killing her, I mean, I wouldn't think that you were heartbroken or obsessed. I was just like, no, he's mad. He's mad, and he killed her. All right, next one, please.
All right, yeah. So King approaches Jiro, gives him a butt kicking of a lifetime. He turned him into a yo-yo. And
I had to remind myself when we were, because I was like, wait. But then I saw his jacket. I'm like, oh, that's 86 Jiro. Because they never said. I seriously thought that the king had arrived again in 08.
They became a lot more subtle with their time shift.
Was it only me? But it's like, okay, yeah, like you saw there was a scene where like I think Maya is in a river getting like water in a wine bottle, and the bottle label says 08.
1986.
Yeah,
meanwhile, Mio is sitting at a bench near a river, and there's like 2008, like
but
in
I'm
the
like,
clouds.
but I'm like seeing Mio and Wataru. I'm like, I already know it's 08. That when you have Maya on screen, that's where it's like, okay, where are we? What year is it? No, the eye patch, yes. But I'm like, wait, because again, that scene is just like her with her hand. Well, I'm like, and the bottle said like the vintage, where I'm like, wait, what? But even so, it's like, okay, all right. So we're not.
All right. Okay. Yeah. So Jiro recruits the other arms monsters. Still not enough. They still get their butt kicked by King, and the King's like, "I'll offer you a chance. I'll let you guys live if you kill Otoya." There's like another point where the King crosses paths with Otoya, completely ignores him, but like his footsteps have flames on them.
Well, Otoya doesn't ogle men.
Yeah.
That would be a total like left turn in a no left turn zone for Otoya if he did. But
yeah, I'm a one track lover on a 2-way lane. Yeah, we all know that song.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, all right. So Otoya wouldn't really care, But regardless, it's like, yeah. So now the armored the arms beasts are kind of like in what do we do?
Yeah, what do we do?
What do we do?
Oh my god, what are we gonna do? We're dead. We're so dead. Dead men be we.
We're like, damned if we do, and we're damned if we don't.
And like Ramon's like, what are we in for? You ever see Power Rangers? No. Ninja Turtles? No. Sailor Moon? No. VR Troopers? No. Beetleborgs? No. Superhuman Samurai Cyrus Squad?
Oh yeah.
No. Teenage Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Which again, just but so continuing on.
And beyond that, like all that there's left of 1986 is just Maya and Yuri just arguing with each other. What do you want with Otoya? Otoya's cool. You will never understand. Why do you like Otoya? Because I love him. Do you though? You don't seem to understand him. It's like, Otoya, do you know she's a fan guy? Yeah. Then why do you hang out with her? Because you don't get it, Yuri. You don't get it.
Yeah, no, one of my lady friends. So not the right time for this subject, obviously, with watching the show, because she watches it with me, and she just vented about her current relationship, and she was just similar. Like, oh yeah. But the thing was is that she was just like, again, if I only remember exactly what she said, she vented about Otoya and her now over relationship, like, men are pigs, this is why we choose the bears. And I'm like, well, he did have a vulture for hair, so, and he did love her, so yeah, I'd say in this case, the bear is possibly a better choice.
Yeah, this one time.
This
yeah,
one time right here, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We have made something. Okay. The bear was a good choice.
Yeah, the bear was a good choice.
Men are pigs.
You think this whole like bear versus men meme started out with someone on TikTok randomly watching Kamen Rider Kiva?
Yeah, you know what? We should try to meme that. We should try. I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna see if I can try
like if you think about it, this meme happened after we discussed that episode. So in a way, you could say someone on TikTok watched our discussion of Kamen Rider Kiva episodes 23 and 24, and that's how they came up with the idea of bears are better than men.
It's kind of weird, but I'm gonna see if I can try to make that like a thing. I'm gonna see just like, you know, as a joke, as a joke as it is, you know. But I'm like, wow, you're totally right. You're absolutely right, darling. Yeah, Otoya is a pig. Fuck him. She's like, I love Kazumi though. I'm like, I love Kazumi too. Yeah. But I fucking hate Otoya. Like that's how bad. Like that's how he became better with age. I'm like, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
But so again, another nonsense with the rat fangires all over the place. Wataru and they come and attack Mio. They come and attack Mio for some reason.
They're focusing on Mio. And then we find out through the flashback. Yeah, I was denied a kill by the queen. So I'm gonna take out my vengeance on the new queen.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got the stupid drama between Mio, Wataru, and Taiga, where it's like Wataru's like, Taiga, now that you know I'm into Mio, I'm gonna let you know right now. She and I have been dating for a while, and I like her. And this one time, I don't want to let her go.
Well, yeah.
And then Mio slaps him too. Wataru is a punching bag in this episode.
He literally is, because he fights the rat fangire without transforming at all. Mm-hmm. And he's literally getting his ass kicked by like at least 6 of these things.
Yeah.
Until finally, like, he does it when they're not around, but then Taiga becomes Saga, but then Mio just like whatever. But then they come clashing together. Apparently, like the battle just comes together as to like, you know, finally Mio's like, I have to kill Kiva. I have to, because that's been her thing along with Saga, is that, you know, we gotta, you know, Kiva is the enemy and we must end him, because if we don't, he's gonna fuck us up. And of course, she attacks him. Of course, Kiva at this point for me is not exhausted, but Wataru is. Yeah. So the attack was enough that way. Emperor would fall to that, but Wataru would, because he's already
yes, he does unlock Zanvat's sword, but it awakens his Fangire instinct that he fights the 3 arms monsters, which for some reason combine into a Kivat. It's like did 3 demon races just fuse together into a 4th demon race? How does that work? But somehow it lets him like control the Zanvat sword, so he does have that fight sequence with Saga, where like the two of them kind of work together to fight the Rat Fangires. But then you know, she uses Pearl,
her little pearl diamond dust, which it just knocks Wataru down, but it knocks Kiva down, but it armors him.
Yeah,
and that is like. Cue the dramatic soap opera music.
It's like Wataru, Taiga, Wataru, Mio, Taiga. Come on,
donkey, just. Oh my!
By the way, shameless plug. We are doing Shrek 2 on Tuesday. Just letting you know on our sister channel, The Buttery Show.
There you go. You don't
20th anniversary.
You don't have to pay me for that one. But yeah. There you go. And then it's like, next episode. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Here we go. At this point, you know, it occurs to me that like I'd rather deal with the drama between Otoya, Maya, and Yuri than deal with the drama between Wataru,
Taiga and Maya,
and
Mio,
Mio, because it's like what is the difference? Well, one is kind of like the love triangle between, in a sense, yeah, it's kind of like the love triangle from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep my love, while the other one is like, I have no idea what the fuck. I'm not gonna deny it. I actually, my friend asked me, so with Saga, Kiva, and Pearl, does anyone love anyone in that relationship? I don't. You know what, honey? I don't know, because it's like Wataru and Mio do, but not in this episode. I think it's the next one where Mio just says something that just really pissed off Wataru. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it's like, but then Taiga is like, we have to kill Kiva, but Mio's like, but Kiva is Wataru. And we know that Mio wants, or like is more interested in Wataru, as we have come to know throughout these episodes, because she's been really conflicted. But it's like, but yeah, that whole bullshit, it's like, nope, cut that out, stop it. As for in 86, it's like, we're just trying to keep what we have afloat, because I don't get what's going on.
You know what would really help Taiga's character? If they wrote him to be an absolute dork when he's in full Fangire mode, like make him like a total dork like Kengo, and then just like, and it's like Wataru, my best buddy pal. Make him clumsy sometimes too, you know, really subvert the expectation of what the king's supposed to be. But then when he goes into Saga mode, he's like, oh yeah, I'm going like full bloodlust.
I would imagine that, like him being like a complete doormat, like, you know, it's like, how is this guy dating / or like, oh, we know, betrothed, obviously.
It's like make him cute and endearing. That would have made him more appealing. Could have
made him like the really dorky kid that it's just like, you know, like, dude, he's like my best friend, but when he goes into Saga, he just becomes full on demon mode.
Like Kenshin Himura, where when he's like when he's just casual, like Kenshin's like, he's like a total dork. He's Butterfingers and whatnot. But when he goes into Batosai mode, he is Batosai mode.
Yeah, totally agree. Absolutely agree. I wish they had done, because Taiga, I will be honest, you know, these newer riders that have been introduced, you know, now that Kengo is Ixa. Okay, I did say it, and I know people will. Yeah, I did find Kengo very annoying in the beginning, because of just like, you know, his trying to thought in his mind. Now he's just insufferable. Like, there's no redemption for this kid at all. And as for Taiga, Taiga is like, he's just generic, like just generic rider guy, you know, Asian guy. That's so what. I mean, everything that we would want to see with Taiga, Wataru is. Yeah, you know, because Wataru is very like clumsy and very like shy and everything. I would have loved it. Well, I would have loved if it was something like that with Taiga, like some interesting quirk or something. But instead, he's just like, love me, I am the king, blah blah. It's like he reminds me of that
Joffrey.
Joffrey, but he reminds me of that kid who just, for some reason, he knows his family's a big deal, but it's like, well, who are you, dude? I know your father, I know your mother, but who the fuck are you?
Yeah,
like you're not pig-headed, but you're giving the attitude like, well, I am the king. I am.
So Joffrey, basically.
Yeah, Joffrey, pretty much. It's like, you know, I am the king. You're like, and.
And
what did you do? What have you done? What, like, you ever?
It's like you didn't show up for like 30 episodes.
Yeah.
Even the boar dude is just like boring himself trying to find you, only to get murked by Ixa.
Yeah, and it's even like, oh, I got the belt. I got a cool look. I'm like, yeah,
and
but
so you're a snake fan guy, or who cares?
You look cool. You look great, but what have you done?
Yeah, like at least with Gentoku when he had his cool crocodile thing with the mole and the fragile symbol, at least he had
Yeah.
legitimate daddy issues.
Yeah, Gen Boy was definitely up there. I'm like, you know what? I was like, we have the rider, we have the secondary rider, and apparently we might have a third rider. I think Build actually like they had A-class riders, writers when they did that. Kiva at this point is like, okay, Wataru, and you kind of can flip a coin whether it's Otoya or Nago, is in terms of like, the actual official Ixa. Everyone else is like,
I think we could just say Ixa in itself
Ixa.
is the second rider. But as far as the actual rider goes, I'm gonna use O's terminology and say it's Goto and Date, where like they're both kind of the second rider. They're just passing the belt around. Yeah, it's like.
But I mean, honestly, it felt like, again, it feels more like Otoya and Nago instead of like, I understand that Megumi and Yuri for their connection to it. But Kengo, I'm like, he is so fucking boring and so bullshit.
See, you know what? It could have solved two problems in with one stone. Just get rid of Taiga and give Kengo Taiga's character. Like basically make Kengo the way he was like in the beginning of the series. But it turns out, just like how Mio did not know that she was queen, have Kengo not know that he was king.
Or he was Taiga, like some type of amnesia or something.
Yeah. Like Levi Preston.
I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that with stories, like the whole amnesia thing. But it would actually work.
Here it would work. Yeah, it's like he did not know. It's like what if like Taiga was just like a nickname, like
Because that's seriously what I'm like. Well, as far as I've never met a Taiga. I don't really know. I haven't really since my college.
The only Taiga I've seen up to that point was Kamen Rider Taiga.
Yeah, like I never really have known a Taiga or anyone ever used the name. I mean, I know it is a thing, but I mean, other than my college days, I did know someone named Taiga, but not very common name to be used, especially in modern times as from 2008 to now. But I mean, that would have been something for
because that would make Kengo more of an integral character.
Yeah,
and
I would want Wataru to kick his ass. Like I'm like, Nago, just what happened to you, Nago? You used to fucking get shit done. Now it's like I can't, because this is why I said again, like I love Nago, but again his black and white character is like his handicap. Because like I know Megumi, she has a right to Ixa, which you don't deny her.
Yeah.
But you technically are Ixa, and the old you would not have allowed this fucking punk to push you around. You would not have been stooped down to cheerleader and tell him how to use the damn thing. You would have taken it away from him. It's like if they decided to spay and or neuter Jiro, and it's like, okay, Jiro back in 86 was a badass. Jiro now is like a little chubby and kind of sensitive.
Yeah. Oh, like Puss in Boots in Shrek 4.
Yeah. Another plug right
there. Yeah. No, but see, that's what I'm saying. Like they should have just combined Taiga's and Kengo's character. Yeah. Make him like a total dork. Make him a total dork, like he was like at the start of the series. Yeah. Then when he leaves because he experienced some trauma involving Fangires and he busts his hand. Like while he's gone off screen, he finds out he's checkmate for a king. So when he comes back, he has a tougher look to him. It's because like he's like, I now have like a bigger claim to, like I'm more entitled to the world around me than I believed I was. So when he gets all essay on Mio like he did in the previous 4-episode cluster, it would have made more sense, because it's not just, oh, I had a crush on you and you denied me. It's also more in the context of, I am the king. You are the queen. I'm owed for you to marry me. And that's where we like add to the whole, you know what? Maybe the bear fan guy should have been king.
Yeah. Again, we choose the bear.
Yeah.
But no, that's the whole thing, because again, Taiga and Kengo are just when they're on screen, I'm just like, can we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Can we just like, can we just, like what's what are Nago and Wataru doing? Seriously, what are they doing right now? That's how I feel whenever I see them on there. But yeah. So okay, I lost my train of thought. Where were we in this episode?
We're definitely past episode 37 and we're on 38. So it's like,
okay.
So it's like, like freaking like Taiga confronts Maya. It's like, did you have another son? Excuse me? Did you have another son? I played the fifth. Did you have another son? I need to know what. Like, but then it's like, oh, what's it called? But then it's, like we find out that the Death Mantis Fangire is like collecting the what's it called, the stained glass from the river and the sea in order to create a boar Fangire. It's like, really, this guy's back, and then like and so he creates an army of like resurrected Fangires, and they're going straight for Maya. Not even Mia, they're going for Maya.
Well, because a lot of them, obviously were destroyed by Kiva, but it's like finding out that the queen had another child, and that child has literally destroyed all these Fangires.
And he's half human.
I'm like, again, Maya, sweet child, what made you think this was a good idea? You're like, little miss, I must enforce the rules and blah blah blah, but then you go and do the exact thing that you're supposed to not let happen. So how do you think these? I was waiting for the Grizzly Fangire to make like a cameo in this one, because that would have made just perfect sense. Because all these other Fangires, the shark, like a lot of them.
There's the shark Fangire, the boar Fangire, and two other Fangires.
Yeah, the ones that were like annihilated by her. Yeah. I was like, well, where's the bear? Where's the grizzly at? That would have been like so.
She did not kill the grizzly one. Kiva did.
Oh, but still, like the mantis one, brought them all back. Like, why didn't you bring him back? Like, imagine that. Like the grizzly was getting BS from the queen. Like, you shouldn't. You like, what are you doing? Like, blah blah blah. Imagine you finding out, being resurrected, that that guy. That guy with the helm with the queen, though. Well, the boar was kind of like, like defiant towards her.
Yeah, like, but he was more against King though. Like because he wanted to eliminate the first king, or rather the current.
Yeah. But in order, they kind of had all these Fangires had like a thing against like the checkmates. But majority of them had it against Maya.
Yeah.
So I would imagine, but
so Wataru finally reunites with Maya. It's like, Mom, you're alive? How long? Like, why have you been gone for so long? What's going on here?
To your eye, Ma?
Yeah, and then before anything could be said or done, these zombie Fangires, and I can't believe that came out of my mouth, just started attacking. We get a cool scene where Taiga and Wataru team up to like fight them. It's like, oh, look at that, brothers getting along for 2 seconds. And of course, they do eliminate the Mantis Fangire before he could resurrect more Fangires, which is good. But now that we know that Wataru's half Fangire, he's son of the queen, and he is Taiga's half brother. That means and this leads into the next episode. Taiga wants to recruit Wataru to become a full-fledged Fangire, and we could rule the world as brother and brother. While Mio, being a total Lisa that she is, wants Wataru to take out Taiga so that he could be king instead of him.
Holy crap. When she said that, I was like, oh no. Oh no. That girl, what did you just request? I mean, Wataru is, I mean, again, we see that Maya literally took Wataru to the house and told him that he's going to live there by himself to, like, please, you know, blah, 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 you know, this and this and that, so on and so forth, yada, yada, yada. And now realizing that his mom is alive and realizing that his best friend was actually his brother this whole time. Now this jank Pearl comes in and says, like, I want you to kill your brother so we could be together because I don't want to be betrothed to him. And I'm like, you just hear what you just said?
You asked me to kill my own brother, who at a time believed to be my best friend.
Yeah, I'm like the whole, like, you know, the only time I'll ever say it, the whole bros over hoes thing. I'm like,
this is why, like, I hated the whole Twilight craze where it's like Team Edward, Team Jacob, and I'm like, see, here's the thing. Like, I would have much preferred if Edward and Jacob found out that they were both bi, and then they would just both leave Bella to be with each other.
I jokingly said that too. I was like, you know what? Wouldn't it be funny if the whole like fan service, the whole fan fictions of these just disturbing young ladies comes true, that they wind up being gay or whatever, and they just leave Bella?
Yeah, you know, kind of like how Korasami both left Mako.
Yeah, it's like without Bella or without Mio, these two would be living pretty peaceful lives.
Separate, but peaceful.
It's literally the Saw trap. If you guys remember that, you know, like which one was that? Like Saw, I don't know. It was like the second to last one, I think, where those two guys were like in a room with their arms stretched out, and there's like a literal buzzsaw that's between them, but there's a woman dangling above. And basically it's like, yeah, so you two are dating the same girl. She's using you guys. You guys can just sit there and it'll slowly drop and kill her, or you guys can kill each other and fight for her. Which the whole thing is that she was cheering when one was being weak and like getting hurt, whatever, she was cheering him on. But when the adrenaline kicked in for the guy who's getting hurt and now he's pushing back with the power of Thor, and then it's like, oh, you get him, baby, me and you together. I'm like, that's literally what this is going on. It's literally what's going on. This chick is like, Mio is literally like, you know, it doesn't matter who you wind up with at this point, Mio. You just tainted yourself.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so first of all, that trap that you discussed, that just makes me glad I stopped after the fourth one.
Yeah.
But now I have to like watch it because it's like,
Look up that trap. I don't know if it's boyfriend girlfriend trap, but it's literally the girl is like, whoever wins, that's who she's gonna go with. But she's been two-timing both of these dudes,
both of them, yeah.
Money, like everything. Like she's just been two-timing them both. Like whoever, she doesn't care who wins, but but it's like, as long as, like, if they move the thing, she doesn't lower. She doesn't get lower. They will die, but she doesn't. Yeah. She stays perfectly safe.
Yeah.
Which is like, they finally realized, the brain finally kicked in, and well, I'm not going to spoil it. Go find out for yourselves.
I'm going to, like, because it's Saw, I'm going to assume somehow all three of them died. Let's be honest.
I would be hoping, but you know what? Like, it kind of, but the thing is, it was done in front of a live audience.
Really?
Yes, in front of a live audience, this actually happened. So people are like, again, with their phones out, just like, oh, and just like, what are they gonna do? It's like, yeah, well, they did what they were gonna do, but
yeah. Meanwhile, I literally have The Room on DVD, signed by Tommy Wiseau. I could be watching it right now. But instead, I had to watch this Edward Jacob Bell.
You're tearing me apart, Mio. No joke. I remember my friend,
freaking Taiga. It's like Oh, Wataru, I love Mio so much, and you are my best friend. Now let's go eat, huh?
Yeah. I remember my friend Yasuhiro from college, and again, I remember him barely because just like remembering the name Mio, he was actually dating a girl in college named Mio, and something happened. Not gonna say, but he looked at me and he's like, if you ever date Japanese girl, never date a Mio." And I'm like, is that like the whole like never date a
Stephanie
Meg or a
or
Stephanie? You
Stephanie.
know, like never date a Meg or a Stephanie, and it's just like, why? They are full of problems. And I'm like, and here's the proof. Mio is adorable, yes, but I'm like, oh bitch. Oh god,
Yeah.
no. Just no.
It's funny. I dated someone named Yoko, and long story short, I ended up choosing
Broke
my
up the
three
band.
best friends.
Yeah.
I ended up choosing my three best friends
Oh,
instead of
you didn't break
Yoko's.
up the band. Okay, so
Yeah,
you did what? So you were
I did
actually
the one
smarter
thing.
than John.
I did the one thing John Lennon couldn't.
You were smarter than John. Okay. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, and so Mio says that, and Wataru runs away. Just I'm like, what? Wataru, you just got here. Where are you going? And
Where do you think I'm going?
yeah,
Home. I'm
yeah.
going home.
Did you
Day
not just
after
leave home?
day. Seems
I'm
like
just
I
like
can't
I was like, oh man, just start rocking.
you
I
just
don't
keep
love
on
you
walking at
like
the
I loved
same.
you yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like, damn. I'm like, why have there never been like My Chemical Romance, like like the anime AMVs of this for?
Yeah. I mean, there could have been. I mean,
There
I know
could have
someone
been.
used the song Evolution by Korn for Kamen Rider Gills, but
Yeah. But
um,
yeah, that this whole thing is just like what the fuck. And Mio is kind of, oh no, sorry, Maya is really torn apart with her relationship with her son because she told him not to come looking for her because if he does, then something's gonna happen. Which again, something does because at this point, not in '86, but the king actually finally appears.
yeah,
Is that what she was trying to prevent, Maya?
maybe. Yeah, and yeah. So as far as Kengo and Nago go, it's like, yeah, there's really not much to say.
Yeah.
Kengo's a jerk.
Yeah.
Nago's trying to be supportive. He even gets that. He
He
even tries to
becomes a
get that.
cheerleader,
Uh, uh,
a megaphone.
nine. What's it called? 753 shirt. Nago sa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like use QH son. Kai sa. Oh geez, I just realized. Ka sa rai jingu. Oh my god, no, not this again. But yeah, so yeah, so it's like he's not taking his advice when they fight Fangires, and then freaking by episode, and oh yeah, and also the head of Aozora, by like apparently he already knew that Wataru was half Fangire, and he already knew Taiga personally, and it's
Yeah.
like
What the fuck?
yeah, so it's like Wataru. Now that you know you're a fan guy, what are you gonna do? I want to be a bridge between worlds. I want to be Superman. Yeah, that's a cute dream. That's a cute dream. Psst, Taiga, I need you to kill Wataru.
Yeah.
He's a thorn on both of our backs. I'm like, what the heck is going on here?
This is literally sabotage in all ends. Like, what the fuck is going on? What the hell is just like everyone's like just ganging up on our boy Wataru? Like he is the thorn in the side. And what the fuck are you guys then? So you're gonna take out Kiva and then you're gonna go back to killing each other.
And also, like, you had no problem with Kiva fighting against other Fangires, but now that you know that he himself is a Fangar, now it's a problem. And also, you were totally cool with Wolfen, Merman, Franken working for you, but suddenly a Fangire is a problem for you. I mean, like, if Fangars are the deadliest of the 13 races, which honestly, like, the way they hyped up Legendora, that is put into question. But it's like, wouldn't you want a Fangire working for you?
Especially one that wants to bridge peace, like legitimately.
Yeah, so it's like,
yeah.
So we have the typical Trask versus Xavier versus Magneto dynamic, where it's like, oh, you got a full human. That's a human supremacist, and you have a full Fanguy here, who's a Fanguy supremacist, and you got our best boy in the middle who wants to be a bridge, but no one wants to listen to, so they both want to get rid of him. Yada yada. So of course he orders Kengo to kill Wataru, and even Nago says, "Hey, if you transform again, I may have to fight you."
Yeah, he gives both Megumi and him like special sniper rounds and sniper guns. So like literally JFK him. Like if he does, I'm like, why didn't you do that before? Why did you have to make them build a relationship with this kid? Like what?
Yeah.
What? I'm like,
so
man,
apparently Bishop has an ability to awaken the Fangire, the primitive Fangire DNA within Wataru. So we do have that whole like stained glass helmet thing,
which is very cool looking, especially in Emperor form. But I kind of asked this question: where the fuck was this when you came around, Bishop?
Yeah,
so you could have done that with Rook. You could have done that with any other Fangire that was like, go and kill Kiva. You just barely now.
You could have just,
you could have done so much.
You could have just brainwashed Kiva from jump when he was weaker.
Yeah,
and have him take a long walk off a short pier.
Yeah.
Or just kill a bunch of humans. Make it easy for other humans to hate him.
But
and then he's going to want to go full Fangire.
Just right now, it's like almighty push, and there you go. And again, he winds up attacking Nago and Megumi, but apparently Megumi way worse off than Nago got it.
Yeah,
my girl, she got it. Oh my God, Megumi, darling, you okay? But because of this, it wound up that he snapped out of it. But now he realized that he hurt his friends. So I'm like, yeah.
So he's like, I don't want to be involved anymore. And like we even have this dramatic scene in episode 40 where he ties up the bloody rose with a bunch of claws so to smother out the sound, and then he locks up Kiva and Tetslot into a tiny little cage. It's like no, let us out. And I'm so sad every time I see that. It's like, Wataru, I know you're an emotional mess, but you got to step out of it, buddy.
Which was kind of crazy because I was like, "Where, Shizuka? Where are you?
Yeah, where are you, Shizuka?
Come console your son."
Yeah,
but not here. Not here in any of these episodes. And I know a lot of people will be like, "Are you sad that she's not here?" Of course, I'm sad she's not here.
But also, there's not much she could do because even she's locked out of Wataru's house to the point that he freaking turned into a Home Alone death trap.
You really think that my wife could not get into that house?
Yeah.
So literally, but yeah,
trap after trap after trap, including rubber spiders.
Yeah. But Wataru is embracing his inner emo boy right now because he is just like not happy.
In the end, it doesn't really matter. I tried so hard to date me, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. I tried so hard.
Tonight will be the night that I will love you, my dear Mio. Yeah, we're busting out all the emo songs right now, even though apparently it's not emo, but regardless. But yeah, no, it's again, and even another thing with present Maya is still like wandering about, just like it kind of makes me like, oh yeah, we're in 08 now because of eye patch and everything. But it's just getting worse and worse to the point that even so, Wataru's not like Kengo and Nago gets Ixa back, but apparently he winds up fighting Bishop, which he's still getting his ass kicked, but Wataru is
and then Saga joins in, so he's getting double nailed by two checkmate form members.
Yeah, he's not even caring. Like Wataru is just checked out.
And even like Saga uses his finisher on Ixa. Ixa Raijing.
Yeah.
On top of that.
Yeah, and he still he withstood it, but still, I'm like,
That's where it ends.
that is where it ends until next time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Any final thoughts on these 4 episodes before we rank them?
Besides the drama, I'm kind of surprised that Twitter was not a thing back then. Because if it was, oh boy.
Didn't Twitter just start around that time?
I don't recall. Again, everything was
I
like
remember
Facebook and Instagram. I remember started around that point. Twitter probably was a thing. I know. Tumblr.
2006.
Tumblr was a thing.
2006 is when Twitter started. So yeah, I think someone could have made a Twitter poll like, who do you think Mio should end up with? Should she end up with Wataru, Taiga, or with a short pier on a long walk?
Yeah, no, definitely. This clam, sir. There is drama in my clam. Get it out of here.
I'm sorry, but this is a vintage 2008. If you want a less dramatic clam, you need to go with the 1986 vintage.
I would take the 86 vintage. Who wouldn't take Maya? Seriously.
It would cost you $1,986 plus tax.
You take credit?
No.
That clam comes baked or just regular? On a half shell, Rockefeller. We doing some type of martini with it.
Yeah.
They come with fries.
All I have to say is I love the action scenes in these episodes. I can tolerate the drama in the 86 parts, but yeah, honestly, the 86 part has a better story and better character dynamics, but the momentum just stagnates a little bit around this part.
Isn't it kind of a thing that we've been saying in these entire reviews that
yeah,
like if Kamen Rider Kiva was a series based in '86, it would have been like it wouldn't have been any different.
Yeah,
we'd still be like, oh, it's so good, it's blah blah, but it's like, yeah, the 2000, the 08s are just kind of
Meanwhile, the 08 stuff speeds up, but not in a way that I like.
Yeah, it's kind of like, wait a minute. I get we're at point A to point B, but we just warped from A to Z. We didn't even go through like, wait, how did we get here? Like we just did. Why? Yeah. Why is everyone attacking Wataru now? Why is what did he do? Why?
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, well, we're gonna have to find out next week. All right.
2 9s and 2 8s for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, next week, guys, we're only covering 3 episodes because there's 3 episodes left in this arc. But we are going to briefly discuss the hyper battle video because there's not much to the hyper battle video, and we'll stay comprehensive by bringing it up. So yeah. Hyper Battle video plus 41 through 43 next week. So there we go. Let us know what you guys thought of these 4 episodes in the comments, guys. We want to hear from you guys. You're part of our community. What do you have to say? Triple OXYZ says, finally, we get to see one of my most favorite costume designs, Dark Kiva. That's a pretty good costume design.
It is, honestly. I mean, the blood red and the green visor.
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's more of a teal for me, but
my friend was telling me, don't tell me this is another JoJo character. And I was like, no, this is a bat, not a cobra.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Wouldn't it have been something if Masta had been Dark Kiva? They got the same actor to be like both Evil and Dark Kiva. Or be king. And I'm like, oh, that would have been fabulous.
That would have been just as interesting as say geez, now I understand what you meant by that JoJo reference.
yeah. Like, can you imagine him being just super fashionable, but like, well, yeah.
Yeah, no, that would have been interesting because that means that Shuhei would not be the only actor from Kiva to come back for Build. But actually, it would be funny though.
It would have been amazing.
Yeah, but you would have to wear a lot of eyeliner and.
I said get rid of it because that whole like teal green thing. I mean, I know I get that it's supposed to reference the visor, but you couldn't have not worn contacts or something. That would have made a lot more sense than the eye makeup. Or like maybe have like do the CG of like the eyes like maybe glimmering a bit of teal, something like that. I don't know. I mean,
yeah. So, but yeah, no, it's like I do. One thing I really like about Dark Kiva's design is the bat wings on his visor.
Yeah,
they're not there. They're not there on Emperor Kiva's design. So I actually like that addition.
Missed opportunity.
Oh, and he's got bat wings on his feet too. But I would say I still like the whole burning footprints thing. Yeah. Shame how it was utilized in Gotchard. Yeah.
I don't know anything about Gotchard, but apparently I have heard from some people, and they're just like, "Why even bother? Why did you even bother bringing King?" Oh, I don't know.
Well, it's not actually King; it's a member of the Handred.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, I mean, they could. The whole thing was you could have brought back any other like supposed like anti-hero or villain rider. Why did it have to be Dark King?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Nematrix92 says, yeah, I totally agree. Gotchard ruined a perfectly good Dark Kiva cameo and Eternal. Yeah. See, like
you also messed up Eternal as well. Wow.
Yeah. So like for one episode, they brought three random characters from another dimension, and they just happen to have the ability to transform into Dark Kiva, Eternal, and Glare. See, the Glare one I can understand because that one can be passed around because like we've seen 3 different people use Glare. But
you got Kiva and Eternal, supposedly like the end game bosses, or like you know the most of their show, like very powerful, very like whoa. How could anyone, unless like a final form rider, would able to be like withstand that? It's like but apparently,
and the dude who turns into Dark Kiva also transforms into Arc Zero for some reason.
So are they swapping out drives?
Yes.
So it's like
yes,
they're swapping out drives. So it's not really he permanently is King or Dark King. He's just like, okay, next one.
He's just a random dude who's working for the main villain in Kamen Rider Legend. We still don't know who it is because it's in the form of that angel from episode 5 of Evangelion. And like it just hands them drivers, various evil riders.
So you're basically just taking like overpowered drivers, like, you know, not the base forms, not the secondary forms, the maxed out stats are perfectly leveled, and you guys are just like, nope, next. I don't like this one.
So Glare and Eternal get murked in the episode they show up in, and then Dark Kiva, he lasts a little bit longer. He gets defeated at the beginning of the following episode, only for him to like retreat, and it's like, oh, you failed? Well, we're gonna give you one more chance. This time use the Driver.
Arc?
Not Arc as in Kiva Arc. I mean Arc as in 01 Arc.
Oh, okay.
As in Arc Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the guy who becomes Dark Kiva also becomes Arc Zero. It would have been funny if he did become Arc from Kiva because at least it would have been consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and why the hell was Zane there? I still can't get over that. Yeah, Zane just shows up out of nowhere in that one episode and just as quickly disappears. I still can't get over that.
Are we still on Gotchard? Everyone's talking about Gotchard.
Yeah, because Gotchard is that disappointing, if I'm being honest.
I have totally heard, and I was just like, oh, this looks promising. I mean,
it does look promising.
It did, and I was just like, what? And especially like the writing staff. I'm like, oh, so you guys know how to write a story, but Apparently not, because it's like
it's like the best way I could describe Gotchard is like, and this is something I actually used in a post. Gotchard is basically you take cookie cutters of a bunch of other things in Tokusatsu, mainly Kamen Rider Forze, and then you take all those cookie molds and then arrange them into the shape of a humanoid figure the way a 5-year-old would. And that's basically what Gotchard is.
So is Gotchard now going to be considered just like, I guess a lot of people have put like Hibiki and Kiva, that they're kind of like the somewhat disappointments of their era. Like,
see, I would make the Family Guy joke. It's like Gotchard would be like, "You're the new Ghost," and then Ghost would be like, "Haha, you're the new me."
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because again, Ghost also had that premise of like, oh, this could be good, and then it's like, yeah, Ghost. So you're telling me that Gotchard is this era's Ghost? Holy shit! Wow.
It's a darn shame too. Okay.
Wow. And again, I was actually kind of like, I was like, oh well, I'll get onto Gotchard, but again, social media. I mean, I know nothing, but just how people are just so disappointed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. But I mean, I'll give it a shot when I can. I'll see what I can do about it.
Yeah, so Triple X Z says, I actually really like your Kango as king idea. I never thought of that. This would make more sense than having a random Ray lookalike be king.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If I remember right, I think the actor who's Taiga was actually like kind of a big deal at the time. I think he was like one of those up and coming like young actors that they happened to have gotten. But it's like, well, they got him for the movie, but apparently they liked him so much, and apparently it was like so like they just decide, oh, let's just take that guy and make him Taiga. And I'm like, well, I can't bash you guys for thinking that, like maybe getting like, you know, this good looking guy and an upstart and a shining star but I mean the fact of the writing, and it's not the actors, it's the writing, because
because Halle Berry is a great actress, but no amount of good acting will make this look good.
Yeah, no shit. Like again, you can get like some good actors, amazing actors. You can get Al Pacino, you can get Robert De Niro, you can get Anne Hathaway, you can get, and again, Academy Award winning people. But goddamn, if the writing is not there, then what is the point? You might as well have gotten
like you could get Al Pacino, but if you have writing like Jack and Jill, you end up with Dunkachino.
Yeah. So
it looked, and I swear, when I finally saw that movie, mind you, on TV, not in theaters, not on a streaming service, on literally like TNT, TBS, Freeform, whatever channel it was on. Like the moment I saw that Dunkachino clip, it
was unreal, right?
I was like, looks like the devil needs an advocate.
I'm like, here you go. Like this is the guy. It's just Scent of a Woman. This is Devil's Advocate. This is the Godfather. Like he's
Shylock, Merchant in Venice.
Now he's doing a musical at Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, my God!
Dunkin' Donuts did not sue for how like cringe that the clip was.
Oh, I mean, Al, did you really need the money?
No, even in the movie, he playing himself was doing Richard III on Broadway.
Yeah, so I'm just like,
we know he can do a great job playing Shylock in Merchant in Venice. Like Al Pacino will always be invited to the Seder, but here's the thing, though, I just want to fantasize how great it would sound if he actually did do Richard III, like how it would sound like with him. Like I've seen Ian McKellen do it. I've seen Robin Cook do it. I saw some Australian dude do it. I was not particularly a fan of that Australian dude's version. But like, how would Al Pacino do Richard III? We know that Alex from Galaxy Quest did Richard III. I would like to see him do it too. And I could like imagine. Now is the winter of our discontent made glorious summer by the son of York. But we've seen, heck, even Seth MacFarlane did Richard III to a very minor capacity because Stewie did, those first two lines from the King and I, like when he was auditioning for the King. And now is the winds of our discontent, made glorious summer by the son of York. Oh, do itsy bitsy spider. It's like
I know.
Okay.
Next, the comments.
Okay, we have one more comment after this one. Mio's so damn toxic. You're right. She's like Lisa playing Mark and Johnny against each other. Again, Wataru, I love Mio so much, and you're my best friend. Yeah, I really am your best friend, Taiga.
No, I mean, again, that the writing with this relationship, I'm like, okay, who are the writers on this show? And let me ask you, who the fuck hurt you guys? Because again, like you look at Mia when she was first introduced, and then just everything about her is just like, oh God, just no. And especially with what she said in these episodes, it's just like, okay, the facade is gone. The sweet, like, kind of shy, timid Asian girl is gone. We got a bitch here. We really do.
No. At least with Maya, at least you could play the soundtrack. I want to know what love is.
At least with Maya, be as it may, Maya may be a fish out of water when it comes to like what she's doing. But you know what the thing is that's different between her and Mio is that she doesn't give a fuck. Like, she's really corrupt while Mio is trying to play innocent.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Maya
doesn't care. She doesn't care. She's like, I know what my job is. I know what I need to do. But you know what? I want to fuck this guy. I really do. I want to have a baby with him. And Maya and Mio is literally like playing just the innocent girl that has no idea what's going on, but it's like, bitch, you know what's going on, you know what's happening, and you're to blame, darling. You just want to play stupid. You want to play stupid. It's like, not dropping any names, but it's like what someone told me, and just a little. When do I tell my boyfriend that I have been sleeping with his friend after I found out that he supposedly cheated on me? When's a good time to drop that? Wait, what? What? Yeah, when do I? So you're not confirming that he did. No, but you did this. Yes. Oh, you can go fuck yourself, man. I ain't touching that one.
Nope.
I'm not saying anything. That's Mio. That's Mio because she was already engaged, she was already betrothed, and yet she still pursued Wataru.
See, here's the thing. Like when she first dated Wataru earlier on, she did not know she was the queen. She did not know she was betrothed, and that's fair. But now that you do know, you have to affirmatively say, "Look, man, I know I'm supposed to be betrothed, but I cannot commit to that. I'm in love with someone else. You could turn me into Maya if you want to, but yeah, like I have to go with my gut on this one." Or you could say, Wataru, I can't date anymore because I'm betrothed to someone else, and it's out of my hands. I really like you, I really do, but it's not going to work out, and I don't want to string you along more than I did, and I'm really sorry.
She wants one of them to do it, not her. She's like, I think she's kind of, again, like the saw trap. She doesn't care at this point who does it as long as she's like safe. That's Mio. That's Mio.
Wedding
Maya
Crashers.
would not give a shit. Maya chose Otoya. That's who she wants. Fuck the king. I don't care.
But it's like, imagine Wedding Crashers if Rachel McAdams was the villain instead of that one dude that she was supposed to get married to.
You know what? I just recently saw Wedding Crashers, and I was like, wow.
It's like this is why I'd rather just step away and date Isla Fisher. You know, nothing bad can happen with Isla Fisher.
I'm Rachel McAdams. Like, wow, really? I was like, isn't this the same girl from The Notebook?
Yeah, it's the same girl from Mean Girls.
Yeah, it's Regina George. Yeah, I was just like, God damn. But I'm like, well, you know what?
Regina George did cheat on Aaron.
Yeah. But again, Mio wants one of them to choose and do it. She's like, I will not do that. I will not get involved with that. So no.
She's actually, now that I think about it, Mio is exactly like Bella. She wants the two guys to.
Yeah, no, just nope, no, not at all. No. And that's the thing that I'm just like with Mio. It's like no, just leave, go.
No, the only reason why that whole gay solution thing won't work here is because they're brothers.
Yeah, we're not going
unless they were dubbed by Deke, in which case, okay, I guess, but no, it's like,
yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. But
this ain't Transylvania.
Yeah, but yeah. So are those our comments? Are those our fiery comments that everyone got us on a rant on?
That's all the comments. That's all the comments.
Man, you guys got some good ones today. You really did.
Yeah, you guys really
got us fired up.
Yeah, yeah, we love it. We love it. Again, you guys are part of our community.
Who hurt you guys?
Have to say, yeah. And so if you guys enjoy watching us talk about this annoying love triangle between vampires and half vampires, please be sure to comment, like, subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. Also, please be sure to share our videos because it helps us out with the algorithms. We do Ultraman. Well, we are gonna finish Ultraman Tiga tomorrow on Monday, May 13th, with the movie Ultraman Tiga, the movie, the Final Odyssey. We afterwards we're gonna be doing Ultraman Rube every Monday. On Wednesdays we're doing Kamen Rider Gotchard. Thursdays Bakuage Sentai Boom Boom, which, by the way, fantastic series.
I've been hearing, and apparently an old friend is making a cameo. I was told in the next episode.
Ooh, interesting. And of course, I know which friend you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know which friend you're talking about.
Yeah.
One who likes to live his life mock full force. Dare I say? Yeah.
Although I wonder, is he actually going to make an actual appearance?
I was gonna say, I feel like it's gonna be Clash of the Red Rangers, but better.
That's what I seriously think. It's just good. It's just, well, I'm not saying that he's not doing anything, but that would be a draw. That would be like, hey, Toei, why didn't you call him? Or why did you just pay him to do a voiceover? Like, come on.
Yeah. I mean, at least with Eka Darville, like, we get it. You're a SAG actor now. You're moving up in the world.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Saban's like, no. But yeah, no, it's like,
I've been hearing Boom Boomger is actually pretty good, even though I've been trashing on it by its mechs and its.
See, the funny thing is, even the show itself makes fun of the costume designs.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was just like, I know some people are like, oh, you're so mean. I'm like, guys, I've been around. I've been around.
Like, okay, like, best way to describe Boom Boomger is like, imagine if the five main writers of Kamen Rider Skits became a Power Rangers, where they had Tashiki Inui's writing style from Dawn Brothers, and you just laid a go on your skin over it. That's basically
that's what people have said. It's like, if you like Go On'er, you're gonna like this one, even though like again.
And the best part is the villains, the recurring villains in this season, they're basically Team Rocket.
Yeah,
you literally got Jesse James out, and they're blasting off again. And
that's what someone told me. They're like, yeah, it's basically Team Rocket, but apparently there's not like, well, as of right now, there's not like a big bad, like, you know, kind of like they do in most Sentai shows. They immediately show like, oh, these are the bad guys. These are the bad guys that we're gonna see almost every episode. But then there's the boss.
Yeah.
Apparently there hasn't been that.
It's like they keep referencing the big boss. But
yeah,
so basically it's like Giovanni. Like,
yeah, that's what a lot of people have said. Like, this is like Pokemon, where it's like Jesse and James are, but then there's someone behind the scenes that's like, you know, like Giovanni. Pretty much.
Occasionally you will see a bigger dude, like the guy from the Red Gyarados episode. You'll see one of the commanders or whatever, but like the big boss, not quite. It's like you're not gonna see him till season 16.
Yeah.
No, for real though. Like, I still can't get over the fact that in Pokemon, Giovanni only confronts Ash only once in the entire show. Doesn't happen until the Black and White era, and like their battle against each other is so short lived. But Persian lives up to the hype, though.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, and of course we got Kamen Rider Kiva on Sundays. We only have 1, 2, 3 more videos left before we're done with Kiva.
Until we go to the giant spinning wheel and
the sky keeps on turning.
Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's a good one. We've been lucky that it was build and now Kiva. But imagine
it was Amazon's, then build, then Kiva. So it's like we have this.
Imagine if we got Ghost.
Oh man, that'd be terrible. But it'd be hilarious if we got Hibiki next because of Jiro's actor.
Yeah. There's got to be some type of theme, or if we go into Decade, and it's like we got young Wataru and Wataru.
Yeah,
like it's just connect. Not to mention we got to prep for PMC. We must prep because Decade is going to be there.
Yeah, as well as Black and Black Arcs.
Yeah,
it's a twofer.
Oh yeah.
Also, please be sure to check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do movie reviews, video game news, etc. It is Shrek month this month in honor of the 20th anniversary of Shrek 2. And we're going to be discussing Shrek 2 this Tuesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We already did Shrek 1. You can check it out on the Buttery Show channel. And, of course, we're going to do Shrek 3 and 4 afterwards. And if you want to check out our personal content, you could find us. Here we go.
Just here on my IGN. DMs are always open. Commissions are welcome. I just post random stuff. And right now, there's no current projects I'm working on, but I am planning stuff out. So please stay tuned for that.
Right. And you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Bokenco. Oh, wait, hold on. That's Henshin Gate. What are they doing here? They're not here. Jared's not here. Here we go. Instagram, Boken_Kabuto, and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, stay hydrated, update emergency kits, hug your loved ones. And also, be sure to check out, speaking more about Buttery Show, check out our Crow Month reviews, because later this month, for its 30th anniversary, the original 1994 Crow movie will be appearing in select theaters in Ultra 4K. So definitely check that out. I'm already ordering some makeup so that I could prime, draw. Can't rain all the time.
It depends on which version you're gonna go with.
Yeah, I went as Alex Corvus for Halloween, so. Never too late to do the classic Eric Draven. So, yeah. I haven't done actually, I even did Jimmy Cuervo for the Crow 4 review. So there's that. So yeah, no, I'm overdue for Eric Draven. So there we go.
All
right. But until then, guys, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Hug your moms. Make